We are just south of Boston in Quincy, Massachusetts at a hot spot called Marina Bay for today's Bob Stores Boston Open, the 14th stop on the 2007 AVP Crocs Tour. Hi everybody and welcome along with Karch Garai. I'm Chris Marlowe. Capacity crowd ready for our women's championship final. For the introductions, let's get down to the sand. Pick up Chris McGee.
Thank you, Big Cy. Ladies and gentlemen, guess where we are? This is Big Poppy's house. We are in Boston. It's the AVP of NBC. Oh, yeah. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, having the best year of her career from Northern California on to the University of Minnesota, where she is the all-time Big Ten leader in kills. She has 2 open victories. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nicole. Branagh, blow it up. And her partner, ladies and gentlemen, she went to El Toro High School in Orange County, California, then went to UCLA, where she was a 4-time All-American, a 1996 Olympian, a 2004 bronze medalist from the Olympic Games. Ladies and gentlemen, the one I like to call MD, Most Dominant. Give it up for EY, 37 open wins. Give me low. Yes, EY. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the #1 team in the entire world? 10 straight victories on the AVP Tour, the reigning world champions, the reigning gold medalists, the United States of America out of Hartford High School in Northern California, Stanford University, the 4-time first-team All-American, 2-time MVP, 81 open wins, the goddess of the beach, Carrie Walsh Jennings. Are you ready for her partner, ladies and gentlemen, out of Newport Harbor High School in Orange County, California, on to Long Beach State University, the 2-time NCAA Player of the Year, and the 2-time her reigning MVP of the AVP, 84 open wins, the winningest player of all time, Misty May Trader! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I got one question around the world for every man, woman, and child. This is Boston. Are you ready?
Live in Boston, our women's championship final ready to rock. Let's welcome in the 3rd member of our broadcast team now, Heather Cox, down on the sand with Carrie Walsh.
And Chris, we have a rematch of last week's championship match in which Carrie Walsh and Misty May beat Elaine Youngs and Nicole Branagh. You're now 11-1 against this team. What is the key to beating them?
Gosh, I don't know. I think we just have to play steady because they're a very strong, very aggressive team. So I think for our part, our focus today will be to break their serve and to step up our defense. They're fired up. You can tell on the way they're moving out there. So I want to come up with some huge blocks, and Misty's going to get her digs, and we want to play steady.
You're undefeated in championship matches. Once you get to this finals court, why are you so tough to beat?
You jinx me, I'm going to shoot you. That's my job to take care of that. We're here. We battled all weekend to get here, and we love the finals. This is always our goal, and we're winning. We're hoping to leave Boston with a first-place finish with that big check and have fun for everyone at NBC.
All right, Carrie, thanks so much. Best of luck. They've won 10 straight on the AVP, the team that wants to change that. Elaine Youngs and Nicole Branagh. Right now, Nicole is with Mike Dodd.
Thank you, Heather. Nicole, first off, how is Elaine Young's left calf muscle?
She's doing a lot better this weekend. It's still kind of nagging her, but she's really pushing through and playing really well this weekend.
Last week at the Manhattan Open in the final, Elaine was really hurting. You stepped up so huge. What has that done for your game?
It's really helped our team. I think it's helped my confidence a lot to step up and do that. EY does it all the time, and it was my turn to do it last weekend, and I think it's really going to help us for the rest of the season.
Well, good luck today. Back to Chris.
Ready for all aboard.
All right, Mike Dodd, what are the keys to victory today? Let's Nautica navigate the match, Karch Garai, for Carrie and Misty.
Well, for May and Walsh, they are on week 16 out of 20 tournaments in a row. Chris, Misty May talks about her brain feeling like mush. They want to get that focus back. They did not win convincingly last weekend. Number 2, swirl on top. The wind here in this stadium just in the last 15 or 20 minutes has changed direction 4 or 5 times. They're going to have to read that right to reestablish their dominance. On the other side of the net for Youngs and Branagh, they have to weather the storm. Expect May and Walsh to want to come out and reestablish their dominance over this team and all of their opponents on this tour. Number 2, loosen the wires. As we heard about, Elaine Young's calf's been giving her some problems. Last week she said she felt like there were piano wires about to snap in there. She's done a better job this week, and they really actually had smooth sailing coming into the final, ready to try and take down May and Walsh for the first time since Miami.
Well, let's meet the players. Carrie Walsh just turned 29. She has 81 career wins. That's second all-time behind her partner, Misty May, 2004 Olympic gold medalist. Her partner, the most famous name in women's volleyball in terms of Misty May. She's 30 years old, 84 career wins. She's the winningest all-time player. And today, well, she's actually already done it, but today she will officially be the winningest woman of all time in terms of prize money, going over $1.5 million. Nicole Branagh, born in Orinda, California. She was a star, a 2-time All-American at the University of Minnesota. Just her 4th year. She's a fairly young, up-and-coming player, very, very athletic. And her partner is Elaine Youngs, who's 37 now. She interestingly has 37 career wins. That's 12th all time. If she wins today, she will tie her good pal Nancy Reno for 11th on the all-time list. Head-to-head cards, it's been all May and Walsh.
It really has. The very first weekend, Chris, in the semifinals was the only time Youngs and Branagh were able to beat this team. They went on to win.
Here's Branagh for the first play. Misty's got the dig.
Right here. You won.
And the poke is out of bounds.
And that's what I was talking about, Chris. There's this little bit of a swirling breeze here, and Carrie Walsh was trying to read it right, set it a little too close to the net. You could see the flags blowing. They've been changing directions. That one May couldn't keep in the court.
Elaine Youngs, one of the better servers on the AVP tour.
Go.
And May taps it through. Misty May with a kill just being a successful, which hits the sand. You can't dig up a kill, can you, Karch?
No, you can't. They are the 2 leaders on this tour in terms of attack efficiency, kill efficiency.
Carrie Walsh with the jump floater. And Branagh puts it away. And right now, let's take a look at our tournament recap for Misty May and Carrie Walsh. Had some trouble in their opening match.
Well, they went a 3rd game. That was a surprise against a lower-ranked team of Burdine and Hochevar. But since then, been very strong, got their focus back, and here back in the final again.
2-1 our score. Branagh with a nice dig. Misty digs right back. Youngs with the up. And she puts it away.
People standing right next to that scoreboard who cannot see the score.
And you can see on this play, teams are learning to adjust to this wind. Watch these first 2 sets. May having trouble with that pass, the set off the net. This set also off the net. Then a closer one, but Youngs with the great dig. And reaching the high angle, getting it around Carrie Walsh. Nicely played there, but these teams still trying to get their sense of where this ball's going to blow when they're setting the ball.
Branagh Youngs leading 3-1. Misty right to Branagh. Youngs shovels it over. It's out of bounds. Our Bud Light tournament recap for Branagh Youngs.
Well, they had a pretty smooth route also to get to the final, playing much stronger than last weekend in Manhattan Beach, where they got upset early. They saved a lot of energy by winning all these matches and getting straight to the final. They were on their 8th match of the tournament last week, much fresher coming into this final.
And a convincing win over Turner and Walkover as Walsh gets the ball. Walsh at 6'2 1/4, the best blocker in the world.
And there, Carrie Walsh doing a nice job of staying in front of the hitter. That time, Elaine Youngs decided to hit a back set That forced Walsh to move way to her left, but she still stayed in front of that hitter.
3-3. Here comes Youngs. And Youngs smacks it home. Our start to our women's championship final. The two teams on the AVP tour.
Great job for the introduction. Here are
Game one, Youngs and Branagh leading the gold medalists 4-3.
I am pink.
I am blue.
I am green.
I am purple. So are you.
I am red.
I am orange. Let's be friends.
These styles and others available at Journeys.
And I twisted it wrong just to make it right. Had to leave myself behind. And I've been flying high all night. So come pick me up. And
Youngs up 4-3 on Misty May and Kerry Walsh. Everybody along with Cart said they're such sure thing. Well, in beach volley, Walsh also a sure thing.
They have been amazing. A little bit of a downturn for them. Undersplitting the athletes 5-6. Last year they were 128 and 8, Chris. Now they're 102 and 3. Just 3 losses this year. Look at that, 15-0 in championship matches. Scary for their opponents, both on the AVP Tour and
Youngs, the opponent today. You remember Manhattan Beach. Elaine Youngs had a calf problem, and then it developed into a leg problem. How is she today? How's she dealing with that?
She looks a lot stronger, doesn't have to deal with the cramping that she had to face last week. They fell into the contracting back way this contracting. They're not so resulted, but got a strong day. So far, only on their 4th match.
Pain last week. 15-13 in the 3rd game. So Young's frisky today. She's wearing the white Valentine's Day back in 1970 in California. And Walsh shoves on for their 4th point.
And there again is an example of Mercy Misty May. That ball where it is. Again, players have a little trouble reading this breeze and getting their location, especially set location.
It's been windy the entire as you look hitting percentage for Pat on 2, May. And that's going to be a lift. Walsh.
As you mentioned, the 2-meter attack or lift, Youngs might have hit the net on the way down. Attack efficiency 509, May right behind at 480. Anytime you have the 2 hitters on each, if you're going to
by 4. Nice up by Youngs. Elaine Youngs, whammer. Oh, Curry. What did by Walsh?
He's making that Anna. Watch her with the that's Young straight up. Branagh back overhead. Perfect set. Made an even better play. That one off. Walsh made the right choice there. Hopping off the net here. Did expect a good set. She come. Branagh was still admired with it. She's got to get back into the play, get that ball over the net.
May. Team of the year in the AVP. Best team role at the moment. Branagh block. Youngs. So Kerry Walsh. She's doing a new blocking maneuver this year, Cards, called swing blocking, and it really seems to be paying off.
Yes, watch how she starts in the middle and then moves to the right. It looked as though the line was open, but running out there, number 1, gives her a higher jump, and number 2, the hitter cannot tell where she's going to, what area she's going to take until the last possible moment.
For straight in there by Walsh. Kerry Walsh dominating the early action.
Now, just try to hit this really smart serve there. What you do is you force both to try to figure out who's going to play that ball. Neither one wanted it.
Let's take a look at who's on top in the race for the season-ending championship. Of course, that's the Crocs Cup standings. Misty May and Kerry Walsh keeping lead. Turner and Walkholder playing well in second. They've been very consistent.
They have been very consistent. They've been disappointed of late. They did not make the final last week in Manhattan, nor this week. Lost in the semis to Branagh and Youngs. Commanding lead for May and Walsh with this event plus 2 more to go with the AVP regular season.
Don't forget, Sunday night is football night as the NFL preseason continues with the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. That is Sunday night football tonight at 8 Eastern on NBC. Giants-Ravens, cards. Be some physical play there. Big crowd here in Boston. This is the first time the tour has been back to Boston since 1995. He gets served. Another ace for Walsh.
Remember, the side switch was for Branagh Youngs. They've now straight. Walsh doing a nice game. That one gained down before Nicole Branagh arms under and guy.
81 wins.
And now Youngs and Branagh have switched. Now Youngs trying to give a different look.
And another block for Walsh. Walsh on fire. Hit, block, serve it.
And that time she did the swing block to her left. Great block by Walsh.
Straight. Back at the Bob Stores Boston Open, May and Walsh have opened up a 10-feet match. The coach for Nicole Branagh. It's given up 7 in a row. Time for a set change here.
Carey had struggled a little bit on passing. Obviously, Carey got a nice ace down the middle. But I just told him that everything that Carey's touched has been our shots. So we really just need to go out there and get a good pass set bang.
Coach, how do you help your team decide who stands where on the left or the right?
Who stands where, left or right? Oh, you mean switching sides?
Exactly.
You know what? It's up to them. It's their feel of what they feel is most comfortable. Obviously, after not getting a couple side outs, we try and do something different. If that doesn't back to our real plan, but you got to just keep mixing it up because that's a certain way.
Last week, when Elaine Youngs had to rely on Nicole Branagh so much, do you see a difference in Nicole when she kind of exerted her influence for the first time on that team?
Oh, absolutely. She's had a great tournament point and a lot of confidence weekend, and she feels really good coming into this final.
Liz, one more question. Carey will have been doing a lot of simple. Is there a way to get by that? A plan to get by?
Well, obviously, especially when she's serving and blocking, we like to push the pass up to the net and run it quick before she gets up there, so she doesn't have time to, get down and swing and come back up and get over the net. So, we're just trying to beat her running backs and quicks, but we got to pass to do that.
All right, Liz, thanks a lot.
You're welcome, thanks.
Liz Mascine, one of the greatest players in women's pro beach volleyball history, coaching young, control ball, especially in the wind, right, Karch?
Absolutely, and this is a very swirling wind. You talked about Coach Mazzacane. I think she's a real role model for her team. Coming back from 8 East has showed so much heart, so much heart and courage over her career, and that's what Youngs was doing last weekend, playing through that calf injury and calf cramping situation in Manhattan.
There's Liz Mascine, also a 1988 Olympian indoors. Branagh tees off, and that's not coming over. Branagh and Youngs are hitting the ball hard, but it's coming back.
Well, Carey Walsh, that time, that's what we call a soft block or a zero block. It doesn't show in the standings or in the stats, let's say, but it certainly shows in the players' heads, because when she's touching the ball on the block that often, opposing hitters think, how do I get this ball down cleanly? It's really hard.
A reminder to stay tuned and watch for the Banana Boat longest lasting rally of the match and your chance to win a trip to the AVP event in Las Vegas. When we announce today which rally was the long AV.com feed for your chance to win. Banana Boat Sports providing long-lasting protection that just won't quit. So we have an initial candidate for the Banana Boat Rally Karch. Will there be more? Most likely, yes. 14-7, May and Walsh.
And line.
Branagh, got it. Branagh's a big hitter. She's got some steam on that.
And as their coach Mazzacane said, she's playing with a lot of confidence, hitting the ball high and hard. You see here she is playing on the right side of the court. They've decided that it's a little more difficult to play that, so they've put the more experienced player, defending bronze medalist Elaine Youngs, about to serve. They're having her play on the left when they receive serve, making it a little easier for Branagh to put the ball away.
Wind gusting a little bit harder now as May goes and gets it. Youngs with the save. Youngs got it. Nice play.
And Elaine Youngs, smart going at. Let's watch and listen here. She's going to read and look for that last second move down the line. And she gets a rare opportunity to hit against Misty May rather than Carrie Walsh at the net. Decides to go at her for the point.
14-9, May Walsh lead. And ball hits the net, goes out of bounds.
It seemed like a little bit of an early whistle there.
Let's listen. Glenn Sapp is our first referee from Arvada, Colorado, and Dave Carson from York Harbor, Maine, our second official. That was an early whistle, but it didn't have anything to do with the ball going out of bounds, did
and so it's the right call.
And is there a good side, bad side today, Karch, where the wind is gusting like right in the face?
Well, the wind is blowing from left to right across your screen. You can see the flags, but it has been changing throughout the last half hour, 45 minutes. So right now, May and Walsh are on the better side. Branagh, with her back to her, can't serve as hard downwind.
And Young's.
You see the resulting service error because she feels like I hit the perfect spot or to blow out of bound in behind her, and so she took a little off it going in.
Now Misty May, of course, you remember her father, Butch May, was a great volleyball player for the United States, a '68 Olympian. As Branagh punches another one through.
11-16.
And except for that one bad streak there by Branagh and Youngs, they seem to have gotten their rhythm back here. Branagh doing a nice job of hitting high off the hands there, pushing, using the ball to actually push Walsh's hand back. If Walsh puts stronger hands up, she's going to get that block.
16-11. There's a good serve down the pipe. And Walsh taps it down. Carrie Walsh effortlessly getting a kill there. So make it 17-11.
And Walsh that time with a bit of a hit off the net. Nicole Branagh doing the right thing, dropping off the net, but doesn't come up with the dig.
Misty May and Carrie Walsh after a slow start now lead by 6. Long at the AVP Boston Open, Liz Massakayan, the head coach for Branagh Youngs, just a moment ago talking to her team.
She's doing this to you every time in this skin on your line, okay? So here, keep the ball upper hands, rip it or go it over if Elaine's stop the shots. Yeah, but you're doing well swinging, okay?
Coach Massakayan is talking about is that Carrie Walsh is blocking angle very often, almost every single time against Branagh, so she's letting her know that the soft cut shot's open or hard down the line.
Here's Elaine Youngs, and Youngs taps it out of bounds. Let's check in with Heather Cox. Heather.
Well, guys, you'll notice Misty May and Carrie Walsh in an empty box for the first time in a long time. They've got a first-year coach in Troy Tanner, but they worked very relentlessly on them with footwork, passing, technique, and blocking. And it certainly shows out here, but I've been watching during the timeouts. The box is very quiet. There's not a whole lot. I guess when you're up by this big, you don't have to. A different look for the #1 team in the world without a coach in the box.
Interesting, and past teams didn't have coaches, and that is an element that has come in to both men's and women's volleyball. Of course, you have to pay the coaches, so not every team has one. But Troy Tanner
Friday has raised teams can pay their.
From today's match in the AVP Crocs Tour, you will end Olympic AVP match highlights, player in-car analysis, of all beach volleyball, all at these Olympics. Of course, they're right a little bit later. A preview of Beijing fall style at less than a year away.
August 8808 opening ceremonies. Youngs, now the wind has shifted again, and they're on the side again. They were on the left, on the right again in May.
13 man Walsh lead. Young, very good, quick. One member of the indoor national team, played in the 1990 Olympics United, and then just with Holly.
Few players who have played in indoor volleyball and beach Olympics.
19 are younger. And the serve.
Olympics, and now we're at game point, 20-14.
Right here. Young, yes.
You can see her show knuckler to herself. That's Stein Metzger's favorite shot, the pokey back down the line, using it effectively here. Youngs did a few plays ago. She tried to hit down the line and hit out, gave up an easy point.
Second game point as Nicole Branagh sets the serve. and May Walsh wrap up game one, 21-15.
Hey, Anthony.
You know, Chris, except for that one bad streak of about 7 points in a row, they were very even with this team. If they get rid of that, they should be much closer in game two.
May and Walsh lead 1-0. We will keep on NBC. Great crowd here at the Stores Boston Open. Game one going to May Walsh. Now for a beach peek. Let's go down another save.
Carrie Walsh make easy. Not only win beach peek again and then win.
Very difficult, but Carrie and I played our signal in this set. But as you get the definitely change. But she's so big, I gotta keep her on the net. She's up and close to the. It's hard to deal with. So I'm gonna give her a net ball and make it hang a little so she'll fit.
And for you, you're really to really convert into offense. That's so many skills here. What's it like against them?
You know, it's very tough. They want you to hit. And in Hat Beach, I was not aggressive, and I'm just trying to get that aggressiveness back and come out this week hitting more.
Right, best of luck to you. Thanks, Misty. Back to you both.
All right, Misty May, who's 30 years old. She was born in Los Angeles and grew up playing on the beaches of Santa Monica, specifically Muscle Beach, and then going down to Long Beach State, where she developed into a huge star under Brian Giammalaro, NCAA Player of the Year, won a national championship.
And one of the things that Misty May does so well is when she receives serve, she puts the ball away so often. Not only does she lead, she's #4 on the tour in kills per game, but she's one of the 2 most efficient hitters, and that's why this team is so hard to beat.
Our Bob Stores match update, our statistics, and Branagh Young's leading in kills, but the blocks favoring May and Walsh, and the service errors certainly don't help.
Well, certainly the blocking, Carrie Walsh twice her average of about 1.5 a game. She got 3 that last game. Branagh Young's had one tough 7-0 run. Other than that, they played pretty strongly.
Nice up, Misty. And she puts it away. Misty May in great shape this season. Able to run that down.
We heard Coach Mazzuchelli talking about it in game one. They're going to block your angle and dig your line. That's a mistaken shot right there. She has to know that Misty May is probably going to be leaning that way. You see Misty May go to her left there, right on your screen. Dig soft part of the court was on the left. With a great diving effort there. And Carrie Walsh so good at making the set that May has enough time to get up off the sand, get a good jump and a good swing.
All-time leader in wins. And after today, she's going to be the all-time leader in money.
And that's the shot that was opened the last play by Nicole Branagh. This time she goes with it. Nice adjustment by Branagh here. You could see her picking up after she puts this ball away. Again, open spot on the court. She finds it there. Then she grabs some sand on her way back to serve because she's still trying to read this breeze and get a more effective serve. They had 5 service errors and no aces in game one.
Yeah, our reporter Heather Cox pointed out that in between games, Branagh was actually out there practicing her jump serve instead of resting.
And she hit the practice ones in, but this one goes back into the net.
So another serve, you know, in a great advantage when you're serving into that win. You need to advantage some points, cause some problems. Nice up, Youngs. Branagh smacking. Misty with the dig.
Now patience on this play by Branagh Youngs. First of all, Youngs with a great set there. But when Youngs, watch not once, but twice, when she gets a set she doesn't feel she can put away, tap it into the block. Again, tap it into the block. Now she gives her partner a better swing at it. Misty May still comes up with it.
You have just seen the Banana Boat longest lasting rally of the match. You can log on to avp.com right now /BB and register for your chance to win a trip to the AVP event at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Banana Boat sailing on that route. Let's check in with Mike Dodd.
Well, Chris, the luck of the draw again. The wind that's swirling around this center court is again blowing into the face of Carrie Walsh and Misty May, but that time Young's able to get off a good jump serve off the top of the net. But you never know right now on the center court. It's swirling so much. 1 second you're on the good side, and then it turns into the bad side.
Good side, bad side, so important when the wind is up. Branagh Young's had a 4-3 lead in game 1, then gave up 7 in a row. That was trouble. Now at 3-3. Here comes Misty. And May tapping into the front.
We switch, we take a little break. And it was so good yesterday. Everyone in
Have a timeout on May Walsh 1 game. Lead game 2, 4-3. The AVP Crocs Tour. Bob Storrs Boston Open will return after these messages from your local station. Next weekend, the AVP Brooklyn Open, presented by Cushman and Wakefield. $280,000 in prize money. Another biggie right here on NBC. There is a chance that Karch Karai will play in that tournament. And when do you make that decision, Karch?
Well, I wish I could keep my calf healthy and recover as quickly as Elaine Youngs has. She's got the same left calf problem, but it's called a little over 50-50 that I can play, and just doing a lot of therapy and working out.
All right, so we'll see you next weekend. Elaine Young's right there. Her partner, Nicole Branagh. They have had trouble with May Walsh. May Walsh leading the series 11-1. Yes, they've only beaten them once.
And that was not in a final.
Try Walsh. Nice up. Another nice up. Branagh spins it out of bounds.
I was talking to Walsh yesterday as she was chewing a couple of nails off, cheering her husband, Casey Jennings, on to the men's final. And she said, I actually sat down with Phil Dahlhauser. We're in the middle of such a long streak, trying to put the ball away. Finally, the error at the end. She was asking Phil, how do you focus back? We're on the middle of week 16 out of 20. And I'm still trying to get my focus back. We won the World Championships, put in some great time overseas to qualify for the Beijing Olympics, but having a little trouble focusing. And Phil said, well, I lost it in Austria too, so they're still trying to figure it out. But obviously, Dahlhauser is doing a good job as they try to win again this weekend.
The best of the match, Nicole Branagh. Some power on that one. 5-5, game 2. If the Olympics were held today, these would be the 2 American teams that would qualify. May Walsh, number 1, Branagh Young's number 2. Now, Youngs, can they get their serving game together? Yes, an ace on Misty May. Boy, you very rarely see that.
I'm a little surprised that both Branagh and Youngs are, again, slightly upwind. The wind, nice serve there down the middle. Again, a little indecision by May Walsh, but the wind is somewhat of a cross breeze. And if you go to one sideline versus the other, you can catch more of that diagonal wind. But Young's not taking advantage of it from this serving position.
6-5, Branagh Youngs, and they'll make it 6-6.
Hey, trainer.
You can make a case that Misty May is the best passer on the AVP Tour. Very, very steady, rarely gets aced, great ball control.
Well, what you do is any team who wants the player to carry the offensive load, they serve that player. And Misty May receives far more of the serves than Walsh, ends up with far more of the attack attempts. But it starts with a good pass, and a good pass lays the foundation for her to put the ball away almost every time.
Branagh on the left, and she pounds through. Nicole Branagh has second win. Another powerful spike. That's kill number 9 for Nicole Branagh.
And the defense here, Walsh still has taken kind of the left side of your court, as you, left side of the screen as you watch there, leaving Misty May the right side of the court. Misty May couldn't get her other arm behind that ball, flies into the stands.
7-6. Here comes Walsh. And Youngs
7-7.
had it in her viewfinder, couldn't find it.
Well, that's tough as a blocker to have space between the arms.
The back set and that front set that Nicole hit were perfect, kind of low and up. You guys are in a really good rhythm. So whatever that was, it seems like it's working. Yeah. Don't you think? That front set and that back set?
Utilizing a little bit of fast attack and a back set side with you.
And outside of a 7-0 run in game 1, you're playing this team missing carry straight up. I imagine making them not be able to go on those runs is the key to your offense.
Absolutely. Carey got in a roll a little bit with their serving. They were dropping and moving on us. We didn't pass real good on the bad side. So we've made some adjustments, and you know, we're playing free, playing alive, having some fun. Great crowd today, and love it.
Keep it up here in game 2. Chris Karchi.
So Elaine Youngs having a good day. As you see the EY sign in the stands. Of course, last weekend had the calf problem, but no apparent problem today. She's much more well-rested. And looks like she's jumping freely.
Thanks to staying undefeated right on into the final.
7-7 our score. Misty's right there.
Come on, come on.
And down
Nice job, EY.
goes May.
And that's a little bit of an indication, just a little bit of inexperience on Nicole Branagh's part. She has to remember that Misty May is going to be leaning. Oh, this is a couple of plays ago with that really nice set that Coach Mazikyan was talking about, running the back set low and off the net. And then on this last play, ball was a little closer to the net, and Branagh shot it to where Misty May has often been leaning that line shot.
Misty May gobbling up 10 digs already. Branagh, with some power there. And Nicole Branagh got some heat on that left side.
Major heat. Even Misty May can't control that ball. This time, Branagh decides to run the back set. She gets to hit on an open net and doesn't give Walsh enough time to block, because the ball is low and off, as Coach Mazikyan was talking about in that last break, and doesn't give Walsh enough time to get back on defense, kind of stuck in no man's land.
Branagh, who played professionally in both Japan and Italy after her college career, late comer to the beach. Nice up by Youngs. And Misty guessed right, didn't she? Her anticipation has been unbelievable.
Well, she's leaning toward the line when she is digging both these players. Watch later in this rally, after Youngs makes the great dig. Right here, Misty May is going to come flying across your screen way to the right, looking for that soft shot for the put away there. She's leaning line on both Nicole Branagh and Elaine Youngs wherever they hit along the net. Again, May out of your screen, then in your screen. That's part of being a great defensive player, is making it look one way and then go the other.
You know, Kart, you mentioned it early. What's open is the cut shot.
Exactly.
The cut shot is open on the right or the left. And May is just scrambling around behind the block. She's in the angle. There she is. And a good call there. That's communication.
And that's what a setter's job is to do. After making that set, Elaine Youngs does that several times on this play. Second ball back to Branagh. She gives her the line call. That's what's open on that particular play, but it hasn't been open often. She has to give a better call in this swirling breeze. The hitter can't take the eye off the ball as much as she gets ready to hit.
Here comes Walsh. And down the line, Branagh was there. She just couldn't come up with it. So give Kerry Walsh her 9th kill.
And here, Branagh has good defensive position. She's going to move over here in the last second there. You can see her come.
Got to come up with that.
She could have 2 arms on that ball, and 2 arms are always better than 1. You're going to have a wider platform to control the ball. More surface area on the ball means better contact.
10-9. Branagh hammers it home. Well, Nicole Branagh getting a rhythm offensively. 12 kills for her.
And in fact, now see there, she uses 2 arms, misses it a little bit, but she wanted to go and hit that back set. She's feeling really comfortable hitting that. Feels like she sees the blocker and the defender better. So she's going to be trying to look for her to continue to run that back set throughout this second game.
Her hit at 45 miles per hour. 10-10. And carry over the top.
Gentlemen, time to get on your feet.
So Walsh going on 2. She has her 10th kill. Game 2, solid action. Walsh May leading 11-10. George Washington riding in the distance. Down on the sand, Heather is with Kerry.
And Kerry, your opponents, Elaine Youngs and Nicole Branagh, really heating up in the second game. You don't have a box. What out?
It's right here, and he's going to say, no, going anywhere. I'd be prepared to bat. But right now, we got to move and not serve right out. Let's start blocking balls. So
all right, well, look, has to be more aggressive. Thanks.
Kerry Walsh. Here in game 2. In game 1, she had 3 blocks. That's a big factor. That's Casey Jennings, Kerry Walsh's husband. AVP standout. watching his star player.
Well, Walsh talked about not having their coach Troy Tanner this weekend, but May and Walsh both feel he's been a really calming influence on them. And very reassuring in the sense of, hey, look, you have been through just about every competitive situation that you can imagine. If you're down a little bit there before, you know how to do it again. And whatever is going to happen out there, it's going to be it. And so sometimes Kerry Walsh talks about she stresses out a little too much.
Walsh was blocked. Got it back. And the put away.
Nicely done. Great effort, both teams. 12-11 on the board.
One of the signs of a great player, Chris, is even if she gets blocked, and Kerry Walsh, one of the taller players on the tour at 6'3", look at how low she got to play. The lower you play the ball, the time you'll have to flow on the pass, and then low in there for herself. More play she wants to for a second, putting it away.
One game won, 21-15. After a 7-0 run, broke it open. This is game 2. May Walsh leading 12-11. Branagh scoop. Big hit in Youngs.
For the Banana rally here. Has been at this match. Even though it got blocked twice here, it's been singing hard. Better things are happening for her. And at the end, Elaine Youngs puts that all over it. Branagh is hitting really high and hard, seeing that back set. And Walsh not able to come up to
12-2. Young on the roof. Smacks it home. And
Man Walsh, even where at a rocket the line, Young deliver. Here's the free ball. This time, Reed's showing often more angle than crushes the line, turning that ball with such a serve. He's going to land on the line.
He's got also that strong serve there. As
that doesn't count the ace in the stats, but it essentially earned point by getting the ball back so easily over the net. Back to Branagh.
And Young starting to middle trouble. That ball. Youngs up. He did. So the tough serving, creating
that's one. If there is one for May Walsh, is there not that tough serving that team can get hot with its serve, have a much chase game, or even again our 15-0 tournaments this.
Youngs trying to steam on her serve into the wind. Eyeing up your wall. 14-12. Another good serve. Branagh. And Branagh, huge here. A chance to go to 12. Right on the left. And May hit it. Wow.
12 on the board.
I think the referee wants a second look to be taken at this. That's not going down. It's hard now. That's waiting for the call. Referee, let's listen.
Didn't touch your hand? Didn't touch your line, yeah. No.
Touch ball out of bounds.
And Elaine just she was serving from the line, now over to the left line, and her rack off 4 yards
between. Let's make it 15-13 now. The AVP pleased to announce that Volleyball National Tour AVP Hot Winter Nights is on February 10th. Oak City. First 18 stops, man. Looks the best of best. It's interesting, Coach.
Well, 18 is going to be an Olympic year for Amy to qualify for the 2000.
Walsh. Here, Young's got to have it. Does. Elaine.
And looking much good last year, battling that calf cramping, coming here and hitting this ball. Young's having a 6-2, hitting a more success than with the soft shots. Now, Branagh making the adjustment, coming to the line. She can serve diagonally harder.
Walsh hit it up.
Starting Branagh forced a pass. How far it has to come from 25 feet away from May. Kill the defense, of course, into the snows to hit that ball. Bare hitting it.
Young scored 7 of the last 17-13. Walsh.
Branagh did on the play before. Little confusion on it, but the tough serve again from almost the end line.
Don't count out May and Walsh in this game. This is the point where May and Walsh, you kind of run. Down by 3.
Another really close plays asking to Walsh wins the betting. One of the rules when he's back cannot do net at a mark. They missing a yellow or warning.
Did you see it? I know.
Okay. I thought I was going to give that to you. I thought it's going to give you 100%. Hit skip. See it skip. 2-1. Take it.
The ball and walking out.
That gets one. Now they have to keep their heads in the game here. They had it open net.
Damn, here.
Uh-oh.
Confusion here.
Oh.
I called it out to show Dave Mark.
The ball.
No, he's looking
So the referee went back.
Well, they looked at maybe a wrong mark. Now looking at see if that is in fact in for that tape, and the ball is in point.
I bet they replay it. Watch the play.
When I look at the ball mark mark's in there. Ball in. No, so it's not. Transition to the depth of the
Probably made the right call, Chris. The referee convinced enough that as it landed, and another says was in. A little hard to tell from that angle, but you're pretty convinced that it hit the line.
Instead of being 17-15, May Walsh down by 2. It's 18-14. Let's check in with Mike Dodd.
Well, guys, when the head referee called the linesman over the second time, you could hear the linesman say, yeah, my original call was out, but looking at that ball mark, it's clearly in. And that's what got the head referee off the stand for a second look at that ball mark, which inevitably gave the ball to Brandon Youngs.
Hey, Mike, were there 2 ball marks in the same area down there?
Well, there's probably been a few plays over on that side, but the referees were really confident that they were on the right ball mark. And, of course, that was going to be Kerry's first argument. And
well, remember, so we looked at another mark over that way being in or out.
Well, Walsh and May perhaps energized by the call.
In fact, they sing points at an unprecedented level. Huge play here for Branagh Young. Go 3, got to get the point away. So capable of ripping off run like the 7-0 run they had in game 1.
Steep pressure on Branagh Young. 18-16.
I think Branagh should go back here, which she does.
Off the top, Misty's got it. Youngs on the left. Yes. Huge point for Branagh.
And now Young gets to go back and serve those 4 or 5 points that Branagh have adjusted. Gray Young, or that's when they are swing aggressively rather than the soft shots or the half-speed offense. Now Branagh going to try and take advantage of that diagonal breeze and serve probably down the middle, try to hit the area between May Walsh.
Bad pass. Youngs. Now May.
Boy, remember, ladies, if Youngs don't escape, opportunity to get them point by poke for a much sharper play. You'll see here that Youngs is going to touch out. So instead of hitting, she should have hit a sharp cut shot or higher down the line. Now another huge side out opportunity to earn point for Branagh Young.
19 Branagh. However, they trail the match 1-0. Oh, right in the husband of no communication. Walsh's 3rd.
And May Young should be leaning and taking that ball. It's a down player looking for her to hit on this side.
Branagh Youngs still leading 19-18. But look out. Here comes May Walsh. Welcome back to the Bob Stone Energy in huddle of Branagh Young's Liz Massakayan giving him.
I can't tell them what to say. You think I'm saying. All right, look, it's going cross court, toward middle. Is that okay? That's an honest get it, okay?
Little confusion there. Young, like she's only sweet out true with her camp this weekend. She take more.
Tie it up. And shot by Branagh.
Boy, Walsh able to get a good swinger. The lean on the down line at 18.
Youngs will for the 8th. Served it out. Boy, I think you want to make them play it. Another chance.
And if they ain't smart, they're going to that'll confuse a ago and decide who.
20-19. Second game. Huang's can kill. Ladies and
gentlemen, we go to a game number 3.
And 2-19.
Nice play here by Youngs. I think would have been better to get him ball a little farther than Nicole Branagh in those couple of.
Branagh and Youngs and Walsh are tied at 1 game from next. AVP Crocs Tour. This is the first Boston Open game 1. Branagh Youngs speeding now from the Branagh Cox.
And Lane Youngs in game 2. Did you guys regain your focus to capture game 2?
Well, I'll be honest, here, I'm just reading Carey pretty well right now. I mean, try to get a good look, wait and stay back like that and see their defense. That's about it.
Elaine, you're a player that just fuels on emotion. How much do you call pump him up?
You know, I mean, I am emotional. I wear my love, and I'm out here, so I have a lot of continue through the game.
We'll get back to it.
Be a challenge. And Walsh this season 4-1 in game 3. Then in a row, they haven't lost since they were beaten Boston a while ago. Go to game 3. I'm Chris March. My other ops, glad you with it on NBC. Atlanta serving first. Here's Walsh now. Branagh Youngs starting to unload in 2, and they do it.
Cut their servers where they had 5 or 6 in game 1. Now a total of kept down on the blocking. She had 3 out of her 4 blocks in game.
Walsh has to put it over. He touched it on the block. Youngs on match. Branagh Youngs nothing.
Well, this point in match where Walsh will take over at. She does so here. She doesn't earn the whiff right here. Blocking the play before makes. Oh boy. Being again, I've got to try to avoid the only place to go. Bound.
It was her. Branagh, but it's out of bounds.
And you could hear Nicole, yeah, should come in, and she's going to do that better with a low out near the end. She just misses going for a rough block, but Branagh and Youngs are scoring much more effect when they swing hard, swing away, swing harsh block.
And a serving. You cannot do that.
Not a lift. Yeah. And she used a in the play of the she pulled that off. Looks like it's stuck in her. What an amazing reaction here. Watch. It goes through her hands. She's probably behind her, but her hands were. Oh.
Once her hand, that's a lift.
If she kept fits, that probably would play.
You might shoot smile on the face. You know, never begin in my life. Why do you have to this? Having a lot there, and that's how EY needs to.
Unable to come up with a dig. Walsh may have the lead. The AVP Crocs Tour location. The AVP Spawn Open third game Women's Championship final. Great crowd. Misty May and Carey Walsh feeling fit. For him, to win game. And game 3-2. Walsh over top. This again, what's for team to win game 3 of us 1 game you can. We'll back to Liz Mass in a moment. We'll fix that. One
thing I think is the last, so switch teams, the net to block. Haven't been most of throughout the match. Anyway, their most successful offense today, hitting high, and that's the way to try to neutralize Carey Walker.
4-3. Walsh. Okay, we'll get to once again. What's the key factor for winning 3 for your score?
Well, as I was saying, game 2 serving, we've also scored some points. But what I'd like to see in this third game, we haven't done most, which is our strength. We need to I think my girls put together. I'd like to see some blocking. They're touching them.
You're sending.
Yep. Exactly. Inflict success.
Thank you very much, Liz.
Carey Walsh with a rare overhead set on the play. Up offense or off serve was the wrong pass. But look at that. To her forehead, she had no choice. Makes a set. Both and Walsh have nice hands, especially May. All from Beach State led them to national shifts. Don't use their hands off. They're so comfortable with the forearms.
6-3, May Walsh. And that bounce 7. And May Walsh applying pressure here.
This has been Anna's favorite. And then back set, but never. She has been very early this, and that's been able closely and force it to a
Mix in a row. Walsh. And
Young still got time of being now that calf is going, she's not cramping like that. She should take more the middle. They were playing to that time away soon in the middle coming at in Young's.
Young's real that more. Teams don't do that. They'll make the other players make it.
Will hesitation is you hit it in there. You see she's on one sideline there. The wind is blowing slightly that way, so she's made a nice goes back toward that middle. It leans a little bit to take more of that middle.
5. Branagh is there. Nobody else. Branagh's gonna get another chance. Rip. Nicole lowers the boot.
It was just a week ago that Nicole Branagh came more of a leader on this. Elaine Young calf injury, but not taking charge. 2 really aggressive swings. First one comes with, but she's got to go back to the wants those point out. She does. Can't control that ball. Just within 1.
3 in a row now for Young. To the net. Let's check in with Mike.
Well, Chris, with the swirling wind again, maybe the in the court are all lift flags right on the streets right now. Ewa and Branagh take advantage of with serves and defense.
Mike, frustrating for her in the match. The wind kept going, and now they have good side wind at their face.
8-6 our score. Yes!
Out of confidence. Confidence in that and happy
game here in Boston. Trying to wall. 8-7. No communication in the huddle of May Wall. Communication there.
Flags. It's not flags. These help. If they're not into that, then maybe you go jump serve. It changes. Reset. But you guys.
You can see the right hand. It's a lighter material to clean sunglasses off. We'll give it a better win, just like broadcast partner Mike Dodd was talking about a few plays ago.
8-7. Wall. Misty.
Now that flag for May. Then this next play, see May really a look away. Her eyes off the ball. That set. She sees Nicole Branagh run to the line, hits the soft shot to the angle.
Misty's got a double. 2 digs. Hands it away.
But Branagh is still there. Walsh has cooled off tremendously, blocking only 1 blocks in game 1. That's been her blocking. They blow this open. Walsh not control any of those aggressive swings Nicole Branagh is taking.
Or total none here in game 3. However, Youngs don't have a day. They're still gusting. Young's there.
The Youngs were trying to do this and get their first earlier in the round. Branagh's blocking, then they switched it up. Actually, first goal for Branagh Young tying up at all game 3.
They'll serve again. He's tight, pokes it over the top. Other finishers today: Tyra Turner, third, Shea and Bofan, Jen April, Mason, Annette Davis, Jenny Gordon, Angeles, Priscilla Lima. 10-9 our score. Oh, it's up 70 feet. Free ball. Elaine Youngs. Got it! Oh,
wow, a little surprise. They had it on that ball, but what an amazing keep the rally alive. Higher than the state, higher than the TV keep in.
A great dig. Could not be controlled.
See, I might have that one.
And 10. And of course, men's final play yesterday. Bill Dahlhauser, Rogers against Casey, and Matt Furbringer. Once again, a dominating performance for Todd and Phil.
And again, it was Dalton Wood better than anybody in the world at blocking, and that last one was against that Casey Jennings, Walsh's husband, making his first final United for Manger.
Third final game. Brandon Youngs have led. Oh my gosh! Hit Youngs in the head. Was it outside the intent?
It's the wrong call. It's antenna, but it blew for that. That's a call.
We're going to look at that.
Well, from that angle, it's hard to tell. Inside this antenna. Let's see if we can get from there. Oh, that inside the trap, inside the antenna, and it's imaginary off into the sky. But even though it's flying out of bounds, if it hits a player, Young's on that. In that case, then the ball, if it had traveled inside the point.
Crazy there. Youngers lead 11 all.
And now we're pretty much in the situation we all. But the difference, Young's calf is feeling much better, not cramping. See where the serve goes.
And on left, he's got the dig. Nice Youngs. Misty digs. Youngs will try to get high enough. May's on it. And score!
Miss May, absolute model on defense. Come 1-2, but 3 opportunities. He's with not a bad dig there either. If you give Misty May and 2 chances, but if you give her a 3rd chance, is number 1 in the world. Miss May, advantage. We're down by 1, now up by 1.
And
all that where there's now a field goal right over that, and now it's 12 all. But again, Branagh best off when she showing the hits.
12-12, 3rd and final here in Boston. Elaine Young. Now for a pass. Cole Branagh hits the overpass.
And remember that play, that could for Youngs and Branagh up by 1. Youngs serve hard from the good side. It's going to be rest, even though the wind is slightly at her back.
Return of many thanks to C Crew by David Gibson per Jaiman directing. 13-12 Youngs Branagh now. 2 away. Misty. Yes. Misty.
And coming May with the aggressive. She has the wind slight in her face. She can serve aggressively. Let's see if they try some pressure on Branagh. A tough serve. And Branagh will most likely try to hit the backs down a bit.
Yeah, especially with that wind on the court. May 10 straight AVP tournament they've entered. Now. Championship.
And no teams have one of those against May all year.
We'll serve it. First priority is to get in. Misty May.
Wow. May cross court 2 plays ago. Now we're down the line, taking what the block is giving her, blocking that ball down the line.
It's win by at least 2. 4-3.
Walsh still looking for her first block since the game. Only 1 block in the game 1. This is it by a foot. Point number 2 for Branagh.
Good hit. Young serving 14. The Youngs have upset May Walsh. A stud of Boston.
Well, Chris Henberg played tough. May lose their first final of the year and only for the 4th match. He's doing a great job of stinging it up on that line. That Walsh's line has been leaning that way. How chance ball.
A euphoric Nicole Branagh and Youngs. See reigning and win their 3rd tournament together. And
coming back so strong. That leadership looking really good after Manhattan Beach last weekend.
Interviews up. Branagh Youngs to win.